Good morning, good afternoon, rather. Pineapple is back in my life, and so are you. Think, think like an engineer, act like a sculptor or a carpenter, and feel like the sand in your feet. All your other senses closed, unmistakable. फिर से repeat करता हूँ. Think like an engineer, okay? Act like a carpenter or a sculptor, and feel like the sand beneath your feet. Unmistakably real. Like a sharp brain. What is a sharp brain but like the brain has to do some cutting. It has to cut through life. It has to cut down the challenges of life. Not required. Good sleep that comes from good diet. Why? First, if you're here, please say hi so I know that you've joined the stream. Good morning, good afternoon. Today is solo salad, elemental salate. Bunch of fruits with some salt, pepper, chili. And I'm going to add something new today. So stick around and I'll show you. I'm adding Kaiben butter. What is Kaiben butter? I shall tell ya. But first, I just sharpened the blade, so I don't need to sharpen it again. But I wanted to bring to your notice this one. Because I came up with this in the morning today. It was inspired by someone. Hey, listen, Malik says that you don't mind. Yes, it's inspired. What is the inspiration? Forget that. Inspiration is think like an engineer. What is an engineer? Who is an engineer? Someone who understands or uses or can use the basics of physics, chemistry, maths, biology, elemental. So think like an engineer. Act like a carpenter or a sculptor. Use the tools at your disposal. Ensure you're applying the right tools the right way to either build or to reduce. So a sculptor and carpenter, what's the difference? A sculptor and a carpenter, what's the difference? They both use metal. The carpenters will cut wood and join to create something. A sculptor will throw the cuts away. They'll also cut, but they will throw those cuts away. So you act like a sculptor or a carpenter, and eventually you feel like the sand in your feet. Unmistakably real. Matlab, if all your other senses are not working, even then you will never be wrong with sand in your feet. By the way, the skin is the largest organ. Do you know this? I'm sure you know this. The biggest organ that we have is the skin. I'm reading some fascinating stuff about the skin. It doesn't leak, yaar. The seams are so tight. Amazing, na? And if it leaks, it can repair itself. That is the amazing thing. Cool, no? Hi, Lion. What's up? What are you making? Code Nuke. Hi, Code Nuke. I like that. Hi, man. What's up happening? What's happening? Hi, good morning, good afternoon. What am I making? I'm making a salad, a salate, the elemental salate. The word salad, its root is salate. It's basically salted. So I'm making kiwi, I'm using pineapple, I've got some nice mandarin, tangerine. I don't even know what this fruit is called now anymore. It's not santra. It is not mosami, narangi, all those words. It's some firangi fruit. And half the people I buy it from call it tangerine, other half call it mandarin. I'm going to call it sanzarin. Samdarin. Hey man, what's up, Hamand? Hi, what's happening? How are you? So look what I'm making today. I'm making salad, salate. The original word is salate. What are you doing? Just salt. That's it. Much like life, huh? Okay, this chili is pretty strong. I'll tell you something fascinating about chilies. This family of fruits, they're actually fruits, okay? They're called chilies, capsaicin. That's the thing that makes it chili. That's capsaicin. But there is a fruit in this family that has a chili score of 0. It's measured with Scoville heat units. That's the unit that measures how hot, how spicy something is. And there is a fruit in this family. Yes, a fruit in the chili family that has a chili score of 0. Don't ask me, ask the science guys who have come up with this idea of taxonomy. But if you ask them, here's what they'll say. Oh, it actually happens like this, and then you go left and then you go right, and because you are not a scientist, you don't understand, but you have to listen to what I'm saying. That's how science works. They don't allow us to ask questions. Have you noticed this? I am a big science aficionado myself. I may not be a scientist. I'm a cooker. Why? A guy who plays is called a player. Singer, dancer. The guy who cooks is called cooker. I'm a cooker. In north of India, there's a word called kukkad. Have you heard? Do you know this? It's a word called kukkad. The word basically means chicken. Yeah, chicken, the vegetarian animal that we love to eat. Kukkad is vegetarian. So the salate word basically means salted. So something which these Romans and Greeks came up with. They figured out that you just chop veggies, put salt on them, and they come out delish. They're not wrong. One thing which I add to my salads, I make them chili. So today I'm the only one eating the salad. So I'm really going to cut it the way I want to cut it. Nobody's gonna tell me how to cut my salad today. No, aisa nahi. Even the rest of the days also have quite a lot of creative freedom. It's called creative freedom. So if you don't know me on my Substack, today's post on Substack, please go have a read of it. Marketing has changed. There was a time when marketing meant a carefully crafted story or a message would be presented to an audience that's not going to come to you for free. You would have to either pay to watch a match, you would have to pay the cable subscription, something. Internet won't give you this content. And because this is going to come to you paid, you will act on it because you will pay attention to it. Long story cut short, sales will get impacted. The guys who paid for the ad, their sales will improve. That's why they would do it again. What's happening now? Something is happening now. You know what's the new thing that's happening now? First, the amazingly crafted stories are coming to us for free. Nobody is getting paid. Nobody is paying for them. Nobody is getting paid. First. So the content, all enjoyment is coming for free. The big thing, no sales is happening. Because no sales is happening, it's ridiculous to think that a business has to spend a couple of dollars to make $1. What kind of a business is that? I mean, I may not have been the most successful businessman, but let's be straight. It makes no sense to have a business that blows up money to make money. You're good at cooking. Thank you so much, Jack. You're good at saving people. No, you didn't save people. You lost. You lost both your Jill and you lost the other one also on that ship. You're a good sketcher though, I must give you that. Oh, you're some other Jack. How is that possible? You know, in Hindu mythology, sorry Jack, I'm just trying to yank your chain, bro. Where are you from? Which part of the world are you from? In Hindu mythology, we have a bunch of these characters. Have you heard of this story called Mahabharata? I'm sure you've heard of it. So there are these bunch of characters like Arjun, Dronacharya, Ashwathama, Bhim. They don't have a last name. I want you to pause and reflect on that. They don't have a last name. And yet they're all like superstar. I mean, there was nobody else called Arjun. Really? That's awfully convenient is how I would want to tell Vyas if I meet him. You know who's Vyas? The guy who wrote. Actually, he didn't write it, you know. Jack, which part of the world are you from? Tell me, then I'll be okay. I think you have passed on. I meant to say you moved on. Oh, I meant to say you have bounced on. If you're still around, tell me which part of the world are you from, so I'll be able to tell you something very interesting. I wanted to share a story about moksha today. What am I making? I'm making a salad, bro. I'm making salate. Look at this. This is just freshly chopped fruits that are going to get some chili and some sugary stuff. They already has enough sugar in it. And chili and some salt, pepper. That's it. Yeah, nothing very fancy. This chili is like a really crazy chili, so I've got to be careful about this. Let me put this into the freezer. It will get nice and chilled. I have maintained this. Salads, pineapples should be in every salad. There should be no compromise. It's like coriander or it's like lemon. Like every salad has lemon, every salad needs to have pineapple. What can I say? I've got a soft spot for pineapples. You like pineapples? How do you like pineapples? So this chili is a little spicy. I'm going to try to go a little easy on this, but it'll taste nice with this orange fellow sitting right here. The tangerine, the mandarin. I still don't know what it's called, man. And everybody I speak to tells me. So I'll tell them, shopkeepers? I'll tell them, can I buy some mandarin? Bhaiya, this is tangerine. I'm like, okay. Next time when I'm buying it, bhaiya, can I get some tangerine? Bhaiya, iska naam mandarin. I'm like, bro, decide what is it called? He's telling me last time which you took that was called tangerine. I'm like, that looks exactly like this. You like pineapple? I love you then. If you love pineapple, I love you. Pineapple is the fruit everybody should fall in love with. Although, let me tell you, just check this out, bro. Just see this beautiful, gorgeous fruit. Nature's engineering. Just look at the balance. If you measure this, I think it's going to be there like kidneys. And it smells delish. So it's a good fruit. That's what I was trying to say. But I still don't know the name. And when I was a kid, there are so many variations of this orange. There are half of them are genetically modified, but that's all right. Humans are genetically modified. That is not to be revealed. These are secrets not. But you believe in aliens? Do you think there's something called aliens, Jack? You were on the ship, so you know what I'm saying. You believe in aliens? You believe in the conspiracy of that ship? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know about the Stanley Morgan? I'm sure you know this. You still not told me which part of the world you're from. Because then I can go back to my native. I meant the native tongue, my native language. You understand Hindi? Do you understand Hindi? If I give you a gali in Hindi, you'll understand? I don't think so, you understand. So today is a Kaiben. What am I making? Good question you're asking. Let me just get this out of the way. It's going to take a good taste of this. And this fruit is just so good. I'm just making a salad. And since I'm eating this alone, I'm going to skip on the hygiene component a little bit and go straight in. I'm not trying to clean it too much. These fibers, these white things, they kind of stick in your throat, and they're not really throat, but it's an experience, right? Eating a fruit is an experience. By the way, we Indians are the top fruit growers right now in the world. You know this. You would know this if you were in India, or if you tell me which part of the world are you from, which you still not told me. You just told me you like pineapple, which I think half the world does. You know what's really crazy about the pineapple? It takes so long to grow, yet it's so cheap. It's relatively so much cheaper than something like apples. Apples are way so much more costlier, yet they happen every year. Pineapples take so much. It takes a long time for the plant to start giving, and you uproot the plant, you lose the plant. Unlike an apple tree that you can harvest again next year. I think this is ready. Let's make this dip now. So dip, I'm going to just add some basics. Oh, I'm adding that Kaiben butter. Yes, that's the secret that I'm adding. The Kaiben butter. Kaiben is the product that I make. I'm after this live stream, I will be live streaming my. What the hell? I don't know why I added this into this. It should have gone straight into the. I'll be making Kaiben. I want you to come and have a look. It's a fresh hemp seed and flaxseed ratio. Yeah, hemp seed, cannabis sativa. Cannabis sativa plants carry the psychotropic material, not their seeds. The seeds are completely devoid. Unfortunately, yeah. I will use some apple cider, little bit. 2 caps. I will use some salt. Sorry about that. Some salt. Some pepper. Some oregano and some chili. This is a... So I just got to know, apparently there is a... the word is called Lao Ganma. Lao Ganma means old grandmother. And that's the recipe to this product. It's not this one, but that's the idea. It's a chili oil. It's a Chinese thing, and it's a brand. It's a food brand, like most things are. And people know about it. They still flock to buy it. I'm not sure how good it is, but this is an Indian product. It's an Indian company that makes it. It's called Master Chow. They have a couple of things that are really cool. If you're interested, I'll send you. No, they don't pay me to market them. Not yet. They don't need it's food. So that's the thing about good food. It just finds its audience. You will be able to get your audience if you make good food. And therein lies the conundrum. In the business of food, most people don't make the food. If you start making it, in India, yeah, I know, it's everywhere in the world, this is the problem. If you want to make a... McDonald's is not a food restaurant. It's a real estate business. I know. All right, so we're ready. This is all done. Today's salad came out really fast, man. Usually it takes me about 20-30 minutes. I'm going to add some sesame. And I get so hungry by then, I lose all my energy. But today, this is good. I still don't know which part of the world people are signing in from. So I don't know who you are, what language. Can you understand what I'm saying? But if you can, drop in and say hi. Tell me which part of the world are you from. Look at this. This is just a chili oil. I've not added the oil yet. This is some apple cider, salt, pepper. No, I didn't add pepper. And oregano. And then I will add the butter. Let me show you what it looks like. When I take out the oil, I squish the seeds and oil comes out of those seeds. That oil is tasted and then it is bottled. And then there is some leftover stuff in the bottom of the jars. It's a thick, gooey substance. Okay, it's amazingly delicious. I'm sorry it doesn't look that appealing, but it is so tasty. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. And these are fats. These are just amazingly good fats. They just coat the fruits really well. The flavors are so good. Seeds don't carry anything psychotropic, so I can like really eat this. I have nothing to fear. Yeah. And I will now coat this all over my fruits and jump in. That's it, man. Making salad is so easy. Well, some days it gets a little complicated. I'm not going to deny it. And it's me who brings it on myself. So I can't really blame someone. But on a lighter note, this is smelling amazing. It is smelling very good. Look at this. Look at what it looks like. Look at the colors. It's so bright. So this is called nashpati. They're a family of the pear. Wow. The chili is a bit much. I could have gone softer on the chili. Wow. What's not to like in this, man? I tell you all the 6 flavors. Hey man, what's up, man? Check this out. Hit all the 5 flavors in this. I got Kaiben butter. Sorry, you just missed this. Yeah, today I think I did this in record time, man. 20 minutes. My salad is ready in 20 minutes. Sorry, I missed this out. It's cool. Check it back. Check the video back again. So I'm eating the salad solo because I've got nobody to eat salad with. So the salad took lesser time. Hey, that could be the reason it took lesser time to make. This is just good pineapple. Pineapple's back in my life. And um, some chili, sweet, sugary, salt, sorry, umami. Umami. Good stuff. Umami. So that's it. Today's salad. I'll see you again. You've got questions for me? Shoot me a question. Let me send this around to the people who are helping me if they want to dig in. And you ask me a question. For the rest of you, if you don't know who TCG mentalist is, he's got a card game going on. His game is a card game. Yeah. So he's got a card game. The trade cards. I don't know if you know this, but he sent me a wonderful paper today morning, which talks about decision making. In essence, it talks about decision making and how these language models, what we call AI, how they are able to understand and comprehend what we mean, but they have a floor. To give you an example, I'm telling ChatGPT, listen, give me A plus A, and it's telling me C. And I'm like, look, don't you check your answer before you submit it to me? Oh, I'm so sorry. This is ChatGPT responding to me, telling me, I'm so sorry. I will make sure this doesn't happen again. Here's your answer, C. I'm like, dude, you just said C, and I just told you it's wrong. I need a better answer. In fact, I know the answer is not C. Here's what ChatGPT responds again. You see the loop? I'm so sorry. I will make sure this doesn't happen again. Here's your answer. Here's the insight. Machines will make the same mistake again and again and again. That's how you recognize a machine from a human. Because humans, we find new creative ways to make the same mistake. I'll see you again tomorrow with a brand new salad. Have a great day. Bye-bye.